Hey, Matho90X guys. I just wanted to make a quick video to update you on how Matho9X is going to work during this upcoming period of remote instruction. If you remember where we left off before spring break, when we found out that we weren't going to have school that week before spring break, I had told you guys that you could continue working on Matho9X at home. If you got to a test, you'd have to wait, because at the time you couldn't do a test at home because they were password protected. Pretty much the same thing is going to happen now, with a couple exceptions. I will not be necessarily holding you to a grade accountability as to whether or not you make progress in Matho9X. That's pretty much the same as I told you before spring break, that if you made progress, I'll give you some credit in terms of your grade for making that progress, but if you don't, I'm not going to punish you for that, for a lot of different reasons. And that'll still stay true. If you do make progress and you're trying to raise your grade in Matho9X, I will be taking a look at that and giving you some points that would help you raise that grade up a little bit. On the other hand, if you decide that there are better things for you to spend your time on at the current time and with the way things are, I understand that. If you have difficulties at home accessing the information, I can understand that. So there will be no punishment for not making progress in Matho9X. One big change that did occur is with testing. Tests have been password protected in the past. I had to enter the password, as you know, before you take the test. Heartland has given us permission, because all of their students are at home as well. They can't test on campus right now, so they've given us permission to take off the password protection for all the tests. So what that means is, if you get to the end of a module, or you're starting a module and want to try the pretest, you can now do that at home if you wish. Here's the problem though. I believe they still have to be done under the Pearson Lockdown browser, and that Pearson Lockdown browser is not able to be installed on your Chromebooks. You can do everything else in Matho9X on your Chromebooks except, as far as I know, take those pre-tests and post-tests. You would have to be on a separate PC or a MacBook or something like that, where you would be able to install that Pearson Lockdown browser program in order to take that test. So if you have access to something that's not your Chromebook, where you could install that Pearson Lockdown browser, you can go ahead and do that. It's pretty simple. It gives you the link on where to install it when you're on that page right before you start taking the test. There's a link there to install the Pearson Lockdown browser. You could do that on one of those other devices. But if you're on a Chromebook right now, it looks like you're not going to be able to take those tests. Yeah, if anything changes with that, I will update you and let you know. So that's kind of where we're at right now. If you have any questions, reach out to me, send me an email or something like that, and we can work through any questions that you guys have. But other than that, I'll let you know if there's any changes. Work through things if you want to, if you see value in that, if you know you're going to Heartland next year and you want to try and get some of that stuff done. By all means, do what you can to keep working through that. But if you feel like there's other things that other priorities where you could be putting your attention right now, I understand, and that you can go ahead and do that. Okay? We'll see each other soon, hopefully.